world of martial arts cinema has given us legends, towering figures whose on-screen fights have thrilled audiences for decades. Two of the most iconic names in action movie history are Steven Seagal and Jean-Claude Van Damme. Both men have carved out legendary reputations with their unique fighting styles, their cinematic presence, and their real-life martial arts prowess. But what would happen if these two action stars faced off in a real fight? This hypothetical battle has fueled speculation for years, with rumors even suggesting that such a showdown nearly happened in the 1990s. The stakes are high, the tension palpable. But before we determine the victor, let's analyze the strengths and weaknesses of these two legendary fighters. Steven Seagal is an enigma, a martial artist shrouded in mystery and controversy. A 7th-degree black belt in Aikido, Seagal trained in Japan for years, becoming the first foreigner to run his own dojo in the country. His expertise lies in joint locks, wrist manipulations, and devastating throws, making him a nightmare for anyone who engages in close-quarters combat. In his prime, Seagal was a force to be reckoned with. Standing at 6 feet 4 inches with a solid frame, he had the size and strength advantage over most opponents. His fighting philosophy revolves around efficiency, using an opponent's momentum against them and incapacitating them with precise, effortless movements. Seagal's presence in Hollywood only solidified his aura of invincibility. In films like Above the Law, Hard to Kill, and Under Siege, he dismantled opponents with fluid ease, barely breaking a sweat. However, despite his strengths, Seagal is not without weaknesses. Aikido, while effective in controlled environments and against untrained aggressors, struggles against high-level strikers and fighters with strong takedown defense. Aikido lacks the dynamic striking and adaptability that are crucial in an all-out brawl. Additionally, Seagal's conditioning has often been called into question. Unlike some of his contemporaries, he never demonstrated the athleticism or stamina required for prolonged fights. His movements, though efficient, could become sluggish over time, making him vulnerable to faster and more explosive opponents. Jean-Claude Van Damme is a different beast altogether. Unlike Seagal, who relies on redirection and control, Van Damme is a striker, a devastatingly powerful and precise one. With a background in Showdown karate and kickboxing, Van Damme's arsenal includes high-flying kicks, rapid combinations, and remarkable flexibility. He competed in professional kickboxing and amassed an impressive record before transitioning into film, proving that his skills weren't just for the screen. Van Damme's physique and conditioning are among his greatest assets. Even in his 60s, he maintains a level of athleticism that is rare for someone his age. His agility, endurance, and explosive movements allow him to dictate the pace of a fight. In his films, from Bloodsport to Kickboxer to Lionheart, Van Damme showcases his signature spinning heel kicks and split-legged attacks, demonstrating a level of finesse that few action stars can match. However, Van Damme also has weaknesses. His reliance on striking means that if taken to the ground, he could be in trouble. Unlike Seagal, who specializes in grappling, Van Damme's ground game is largely untested. Additionally, his flashy moves, while effective, require space and timing. If an opponent were to close the distance quickly and neutralize his kicking range, Van Damme could struggle to mount an effective offense. The setting, a private dojo, hidden away from the flashing cameras and eager spectators. This is a battle of legends. No script, no second takes. Just raw combat. Seagal stands firm, his hands poised in a relaxed yet deadly stance. His eyes, cold and calculating, scan Van Damme's movements. Van Damme, on the other hand, is light on his feet, bouncing in and out, keeping the distance as he sizes up his larger opponent. Seagal makes the first move, a sudden lunge forward, attempting to trap Van Damme's wrist. But Van Damme is too quick. He dodges, pivoting to the side and launching a lightning-fast side kick to Seagal's ribs. The impact is solid, but Seagal absorbs it, stepping in closer. This is his domain, close combat. He reaches for Van Damme's arm, looking to twist it into a painful lock. But Van Damme anticipates it. With a well-timed elbow, he breaks free and spins, delivering a devastating back kick to Seagal's midsection. The bigger man stumbles back, momentarily winded. Van Damme presses the advantage, unleashing a series of rapid strikes, his fists and feet a blur. Seagal tries to counter with his trademark wrist manipulations, but Van Damme keeps moving. His footwork is too quick, his attacks too relentless. Seagal manages to catch Van Damme's leg on a high kick, attempting to throw him off balance. But Van Damme, with cat-like agility, twists in midair and lands a spinning hook kick to Seagal's head. The impact is brutal. Seagal staggers, his defenses faltering. Van Damme sees the opening. He moves in, delivering a final, thunderous roundhouse kick to Seagal's jaw. The larger man crashes to the ground, dazed and unable to continue. The fight is over. Van Damme stands victorious. This battle is a classic matchup of grappling versus striking, power versus speed. While Seagal's Aikido skills are formidable, they require an opponent who engages directly and plays into his strengths. Van Damme, however, is too fast, too elusive. He never allows Seagal to get a firm grip, staying on the outside and utilizing his superior striking game. His conditioning also plays a crucial role. Where Seagal tires, Van Damme thrives, maintaining a relentless assault. Additionally, Van Damme's real-life fight experience gives him an edge. While Seagal has trained extensively, his practical combat experience remains largely in question. Van Damme, on the other hand, has fought and won real kickboxing matches, proving his ability to handle high-pressure situations. In the end, skill, speed, and conditioning triumph over size and control. The muscles from Brussels reign supreme in this ultimate showdown. The question remains, what would a rematch look like? But for now, in this battle of martial arts legends, Jean-Claude Van Damme walks away the undisputed champion.